Hi, guys. So I'm here to talk to you today about the National Wake Up Call. And every single Monday, Beachbody puts on what's known as the National Wake Up Call for us coaches. It is the best way to start out your week, hands down. You'll hear tips and tricks and breakthrough discoveries from top coaches. You'll hear motivational stories. You'll be completely inspired by the end of it. On the East Coast, the National Wake Up Call is at 11 o'clock. So if you're an East Coaster like myself, it's at 11 o'clock. If you are on Pacific time, it is 3 hours earlier, obviously. So it's really a first thing in the morning type of deal on the West Coast. But here on the East Coast, it is at 11 a.m. It is absolutely critical that you listen to these National Wake Up Calls each week, because not only will you hear amazing tips and tricks and be inspired, there's going to be coach breaking news is on the National Wake Up Call. So if there's like some big occurrence going on, you'll hear it there. There's also coach recognition that takes place during the National Wake Up Call where, maybe some of your upline or yourself hits a new milestone like Star Diamond, and you can hear your name being announced across the network. And it's really, really cool. And people have worked really hard for those accolades. So it's nice to be able to hear that. But most importantly, you will be getting tips and tricks and knowledge and just a weekly dose of inspiration that you can't get anywhere else. It's such an important part of your personal development. I can't say enough about it. I learned something that I carry with me through each and every wake up call. And lately they've been highlighting some newer coaches. So it's not just hearing from those that are at the tippy top and, you can't really relate to them yet, but you will relate to them one day. You're also going to be hearing from some newer coaches on what they did in the beginning to really make their businesses a success. So there is the way that you can access the wake up call at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's 8 a.m. Pacific time. Is you call the number. The number is 1-832-225-5055. Again, that's 1-832-225-5055. And then you put in the password, which is 90405#, right? So it's like a conference call. Sometimes that line gets full, especially if there's like some exciting new trainer on the call or like Autumn Calabrese or something like that. So if the line is full, there's a spillover line, and that number is 712-432-7620. Sorry, I just had to take a look at what it was because I didn't have that one memorized. You can even text the word coach call, one word, COACHCALL, to 96000 to get a reminder 15 minutes before the wake up call each week. I started doing that because sometimes I would lose track of time, like doing another task. So I started texting those reminders, and they've been really, really helpful. But what happens if you're not around at 11 o'clock, right? Sometimes, we're busy and we can't always be on the call as it occurs. Well, there is a callback line. So after the call is finished, typically around 2 p.m. Pacific time, the National Wake Up Call is made available for replay or download. So you can call this number, 1-832-225-5065, and then you can listen to the call as it is on that replay line. Or you can also download the Team Beachbody National Wake Up Call podcast. I will show you how to do that. Or you can look also into the Coach Online office. There's a way to also access the replay podcast. So I'm going to show you how to do it from iTunes, and I'm going to show you how to do it from the Coach Online office. So bear with me while I share my screen. So I'm sharing my screen now. I am going to pull up this, I think. I'm going to pull up this. Okay, here's iTunes. So what you want to do in your iTunes is you're going to put in Team Beachbody Coach Podcast in the search function. You're going to hit enter. And then it comes up. So then you would click on Team Beachbody Coach Podcast. And then you have all of these, and you just download them, and you can listen to them in your car. You listen to them on your iPad, on your iPhone. I mean, it's super convenient, and you can also fast forward these podcasts. So if you are like kind of pressed for time and you don't want to listen to the recognition or the contests that are sometimes before the calls, you can fast forward that stuff when you listen to the podcast and just get to the meat of the call. So that's one thing. You also, let me just show you. This is your Coach Online Office and what it looks like. If you look on the Coach Breaking News over here, it will have the latest National Wake Up Call over here. So that's the latest one. You can hear the replay there. Or you can go to News and Training, then to Events, then to Wake Up Calls Podcasts. And here is everything you need to know about, it's the FAQ of the National Wake Up Call. And here is the archive that you can just click on that and you can get that week's National Wake Up Call. And they have a bunch of them archived. So here you can see there's one from March 6th, one from February 27th, and so on. So these are super important, guys, and you want to be on these calls each week, and you want to be telling your coaches to get on the National Wake Up Call each week, because it's very important that you listen to these calls. If you have any other questions about how to access the National Wake Up Call, or, anything at all, feel free to reach out to myself or to your upline sponsor. Hope you guys have a good day. Bye.